I'm getting a little annoyed with how many videos I've been making about this, and I'm sure if you clicked on this, you're annoyed that so many of these videos are being made, but frankly, when it comes to Sea of Thieves, the game's health needs to be talked about. To be clear, I hate the fact that one of my favorite games of all time is in such a bad state, to the point that even I lose interest for a while. So how exactly did we get here, and more importantly, what can be done? One feature I've always shared a lot of opinions on is diving and raids. When it was first announced, I hated it. When I finally tried it, I loved it, and now I have very mixed feelings. As much as I love the convenience this feature adds, it almost takes both the sea and the thieves out of Sea of Thieves. And I mean, who just wants to play of? It still feels silly to me that a headline Sea of Thieves feature actively cuts out sailing. Sailing your ship should be the entire premise of the game. Like, what else are we doing this for? And now that you're spending less time on the sea, it limits the already slim chances of finding other players even more, which completely defeats the purpose of the game. On top of that, nobody really wants to steal loot from raid voyages. All the loot is tailored to what the specific player wanted. If I'm a gold hoarder and I see someone doing a raid, I probably won't bother because it's most likely not loot that helps me at all. As convenient as they are, and as fast as they help you level up, let's be real. When you look at Sea of Thieves clips, they're about player interaction, high stakes heists, and epic battles over loot, not loot collection simulator. And I think that's reflective of what the game is supposed to be. And the reason raids even exist is to help new players survive the game's terrible progression system. Not only are there 3 types of currency, but there are pirate milestones, ship milestones, 5 emissaries, 2 hourglass factions, guilds, more commendations, and countless titles and achievements. It's overwhelming. The constant grind exists to keep people playing, but new players don't want to jump into that nightmare of a menu. And the only ones who do end up staying are missing out on the best part of the game because the grinds are so intense that have been built for them. And don't even get me started about seasons. They have been an absolute nightmare. Content is added that often feels forgettable. Simple reskins, more checklists, and more grinds. And the few recent features that have been worthwhile have been time limited, which is just awful. It almost feels like the game isn't confident the content is good enough, so it tries to boost player numbers by slapping a time-limited sticker on it. At least with adventures, I wanted to log in quickly and experience them because they told fun, interesting stories. These voyages and time-limited world events just feel like chores. The lore has been another huge frustration for me, especially me, because it's what I love covering most about the game. The pacing is so spotty, it focuses on all the wrong things, and it's painfully slow. I cannot stress enough how much I miss the mysteries. Who Killed DeMarco might be the peak of Sea of Thieves. Those were absolutely incredible, and I just want that level of dedication back. Instead, it feels like I've been covering the same ancient storyline for almost an entire year now, I think, and it's barely gone anywhere meaningful short of justifying the meaningless content that they're adding in seasons. Now suddenly it feels like the game is rushing towards an endgame with the GMU and possibly the captain himself invading the world. Like I mentioned earlier, player interaction barely happens on the seas anymore. Natural, organic combat is almost gone thanks to diving in the hourglass. And sure, you can fight players on demand, but that experience is now just filled with toxicity and cheaters and just is not fun for most people. The biggest problem, though, is that Sea of Thieves feels like it's lost its spirit. The simplicity of hopping on with your friends and exploring a densely populated world is gone. Despite there being more features and more things to do than ever, the game feels completely empty. For every meaningful addition, we get 3 more checklists, and that's just incredibly saddening. It feels like something's wrong on the inside. I'm not saying the devs aren't trying or that they don't care. I honestly wonder if the game is facing engine limitations or maybe budget restraints. Unfortunately though, we may never know, so all we can do is share what we notice in-game as a community. Now that the easy part is done though, it's time for the tough question. How do we fix Sea of Thieves? How do we save it? Because I'm not willing to just sit here and complain while one of my favorite games slowly slips into the shadows. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where I turn to you. I have plenty of my own ideas on what could help the game, but I want to hear from each of you. What issues do you notice? What do you want to see changed? Can anything be done? Let us know in the comments below. I'm going to be reading all of them. And I'd love to do a follow-up video in the coming weeks with a community-driven proposal for Sea of Thieves 2.0, from the voice of the community for the players. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. The past few months have been really tough. Playing Sea of Thieves and even talking about it was hard for a while. I realized I'd stopped enjoying what I was doing, and that was incredibly difficult for me. But over time, I started to miss the community. I missed talking to each one of you after videos went up, because the Sea of Thieves community is truly something special, and I'm incredibly fortunate to have some of the best viewers in the world. So seriously, thank you for your support. It means everything to me. If you liked the video and haven't already, please consider subscribing. It would mean so much. Leave a like and please jump into the comments. I genuinely want to talk with each and every one of you. I always do, and I always will. I've also been thinking about covering some new games alongside what I already do, so if you have any ideas on what you want to see, please let me know down there as well. Thank you again for all your support. I love each and every one of you. And with that, I'll see you all on the seas. Hope you have a great day.